Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new review. Behind me is the new Peugeot 308 GT Pack. This is the new mild hybrid, or just labeled as hybrid. We're gonna check it out, so without further ado, let's just jump into the new review. Here it is, the new Peugeot 308. Now this is the third generation facelift, which brings completely new front end design. I believe the third generation had an amazing design, but it's now completed with this even better looking front end. We have the sharp daytime running lights on the top. They're connected through the grille on the top, and we have below them the main headlights. And now I've left the car in the accessory mode, so you can see those. And let's run through the price and trims. So the 308 starts at 30,000 euros in Croatia with the base trim. This is the GT Pack top trim with optional Alcantara interior, and this beautiful green metallic color is a standard free paint option. Now the price for this one with the hybrid powertrain is a little over 36,000 euros. Now to be specific, let's run through the tech specs. This is actually a mild hybrid, and inside is the 1.2 liter PureTech. It's a 3-cylinder turbo petrol producing 136 horsepower. Next to it is an electric motor with 28 horsepower. The system horsepower is not added up. It's limited to 145 horsepower, and it's linked to 6-speed automatic e-DCS. Now 0 to 100 is 9 seconds. Top speed is limited to 210 kilometers per hour. Also inside is a 52-liter fuel tank, and also you have a 87 kilowatt hour battery. It's a 48 volt architecture lithium ion battery that allows you to drive electric. So you can cruise on the electric motor, or when you're coasting, the petrol switches off and you're saving fuel. When you're braking or recuperating with the electric motor, you're recharging the battery. It's also being recharged by the petrol, and the average fuel consumption should be 5 liters according to WVLTP. Now let me run you through the car because finally finished the tech specs. So here's the key fob with the new Peugeot shield. Lock, unlock, you can unlock the cargo. This one push down, this piece is a physical key. Now keyless entry, you can just approach the car, it will unlock, mirrors will unfold, and so on. Now I left the car on in the accessory mode, so let's come a little bit closer and check it out. So it looks amazing. I really love the front new redesign. So we have here the Peugeot, and you can see the daytime running lights, like 3 claws, flickering on the camera of course, but not in person. You can see the headlights. I believe these might have a matrix option, although it's not in Peugeot labeled as matrix, or they don't use that name. You can see these, again, also flickering on the camera, but they look amazing. In this piano black piece, and then the rest here is in the color of the vehicle. Unpainted black and a lot of piano black in this GT Pack. You have the air side tunneling on the side there, air intake on the top and bottom, and you can also see the parking sensors. Now, on the top we have the new 308 badge in this gray finish. We have the 360 cameras for parking. New Peugeot shield is also the radar, and huge thanks to Peugeot Croatia for giving me car for a review. Now this is the beautiful front end, and I gotta say it just looks great. I really love the facelift. When I thought they made an awesome design in the third generation, they even made it better with a facelift. Now, gorgeous hatchback, and let's check out the alloys here. These are the 18-inch diamond cut silver on black with these plastic black inserts for better aerodynamics. You also have these plastic covers for the lug nuts. Now usually the car comes with the summer tires, so these were refitted for the winter season, but they haven't been removed yet. So these are the 225/40 R18. Now you can see also the side skirt in the GT Pack, and you also have these on the side on the front. You can see here the Peugeot shield on the GT Pack, and you can see the metallic black side contrasting mirrors. This is the new design. You can see the turn signal, 360 camera. There should be a puddle light. I'm gonna do a separate night tour of this as well. Now we have here a blind spot in the mirror. Now I know it's sunny here, but you can see the VIN number, trying to block the sun, and you can see the new dash. So we have the light sensor, speaker in the center, you have the rain sensor, lane assist, and another light sensor for the automatic long beam. Double laminated front windshield, standard roof, piano black shark fin. Now if I back up, you can see the beautiful side profile of this beautiful hatchback, and you can see the tinted windows in the back, and we have this piano black outline below the windows. Now keyless entry, but you can touch on the driver handle, physical cylinders behind this plastic on the driver's side if you need to unlock the car in case the 12 battery dies. Now let me show you the back end here. The back end hasn't been really redesigned too much because it looked great. We have the same lights, but I think these are a little bit transparent, looking like a Lexus style. So we already had these diagonal LED taillights in the GT pack. You can also see here Peugeot. Now you can see the bottom here, same piano black rear, and it's got a really discreet diffuser. You have here fog lights and reverse lights. So these are actually not LED, these are with bulbs. I'm not sure if I can see the exhaust pipe. Actually, it's here on the left, 2 exhaust pipes. And we have the new 308 badge along the Peugeot shield and the new hybrid badge. So let's check out the back here. Yeah, looking great. I couldn't imagine they've would redesign this back end because it already looked amazing. Fuel cap is right here. You can see that, petrol. Now, let me open the cargo. It's just above the badge. Press, open up. Now, you can see that. I'm a 2-meter tall person if you're new to the channel, or 6.6 in feet. So this is the height. Opens fairly tall. Now you can close here manually on both sides. You have these rubber stoppers, and the top is plain. So you have this top shelf that could be removed, and nice cargo space. I'm gonna type it down. It's around 400 liters, and it expands to more when you knock down the seats. So the seats split 60-40, and you can open the middle from the inside. Now, if I remove this, you can see the space. You can see underneath there's a room for a patching kit. You can probably order a spare wheel, but this one doesn't have that. Now, height to the loading area is 5 fingers, 3, so times 2, you get centimeters. Height from here to here. And we have here latch points, all 4 sides. There's no 12-volt outlet. There's a little net on the side here, and there is a cold light on the left. Now, no grocery hooks, unfortunately, but that's what you get. Now, let's close it up. So, once again, amazing new Peugeot 308. Now, let me show the back. So nice opening and closing sound from Peugeot, but there's this still, like when you're opening, whoop. Can you hear that? I guess it's a pressure release, but that's what it is. Now, when you review cars, you just start noticing this stuff. Good seals, relatively good soundproof up to 130 kilometers per hour. Now you can turn here to disable unlock from the inside. But the design inside is more or less the same. Hard plastic. This is padded, so that's covered by leatherette with this contrast stitching. Nice handles, speaker, big pockets, and we have this, I believe, new finish here, plasticky, and no ambient lights on the back. Now, the GT pack has the best interior. You have these also rich carpets with contrast stitching. You have here these so leatherette, rough textile and Alcantara seats, looking very nice and posh, very comfortable. You also have these Isofix behind these zippers. That's what Peugeot likes to use. And you can see the top. You can raise the headrest or lower it to see better behind you. And we have the black roof. Now, if you press here, you can lower this one, and you can pull down here, and you can see the cargo on the back. Now I'm going to raise this one since it's going to be in the way. I'm going to try to attempt to sit behind myself. Okay, I had to raise the seat a little bit so I can fit my feet. It's tight. Now you can see here I can fit my knees. I do fit, but I'm a little bit tight. I'm touching here, and while this is leatherette, don't ask me why this is dirty. This is hard plastic. You have here a net, so I think they should have covered this maybe also with full leatherette, but that's what you get. Now the seats are backed a little bit more backwards, so there's less knee room. Otherwise, if a shorter person is on the front, there would be more leg room, and generally speaking. Now over here you can see the air vents, 2 USB-Cs, and a little cubby there. There's a transmission tunnel, so I wouldn't squeeze a third person on the back. This is fine, there's room, but it's more designed for 2 people in the back. Close up here on the zipper, and you can see they've changed these, so they're bigger now. On the back, you have here in the top trim a armrest with 2 cups. You can press down here, use that one. And this is the view at the back. So again, you can put this one up or put it down. But if it's down and a child is not sitting here, if someone's taller, this is going to be hitting their back, so you need to raise it up. Now, these are LED, you can press them, but for some reason they're now, I think the car still in accessory mode, but these are off. You can see slowly closing handles on all 4 sides. That's really nice, but no hooks, nothing on the B-pillar, but the design is very nice. You can press here and adjust the height of the front headrest. Now let's hear the closing sound. Good closing sound. You can see the seatbelt is not height adjustable. And trying to show you here, well, it's not super spacious for tall people, but if you're an average height, I think you should be fine. If you're like 175 height wise, like maybe 180, but it's, you know, it's a tight space on the back. Now here's the front end, and it's super hot, so I'm just gonna get out on the front so we can start that AC. So again, good opening and closing sound. Front doors open a much wider compared to the rear ones. It's like slightly less, but it's fine. Now, new design, again, same pattern. This is softly padded, same as this. This and this is hard plastic. There are ambient lights on the front. This is more or less the same. This is nicely covered by leather. Standard switches for the mirrors, all power and fully automatic windows. You can disable the rear, and you can unlock the car from driver position right here. Nice big speaker and big pockets. Peugeot aluminum door step. Now here's the tire pressure sticker. And let me run you through the seats. So we have here powered seats. So the accessory mode is probably going to go off, so I'm just going to switch that off. Also, you can see the 3D cockpit. There's a second screen and you get a 3D effect, but more on that later. So we have the powered seats, which are currently not on, but you can go back and forward, up and down, and use a tilt plus a lumbar. And there are 2 memory positions, and these are really comfortable. The driver has a physical knee area, and I like the fact that this is connected, so there's no gap for the food crumbles to go inside, like on Volkswagen cars, for example. Now, same materials, great looking. You can see those beautiful Peugeot shield stamps on the headrest. And here are the sport paddles in the GT pack, so aluminum finish. Now, these are all blanks. Not sure what this is for, if it even has any purpose. Now you can put your key fob close here if the key fob battery is low, so you can start the car. You manually adjust the steering column in all directions. View at the top, and let's hop in. Okay, good closing sound. Now let me switch to wide lens. So this is the point of view. To be specific, this is my point of view, or my eyesight. I can see the hood. Now, if I press the start button, so let me just, I'm gonna show you that like this. So there's a start button. I'm gonna start it so I can have some AC. And I can see the digital cockpit, no problem. There's going to be point of view driving video with no comments, and night point of view driving review, where I'm going to summon my impressions behind the wheel and talk about fuel consumption. Now let me switch back to normal lens. Okay, the steering wheel is close, so you need to raise it up, but you can see the screen, so it shouldn't be a problem. But you know, you can try to adjust. You know, there's a lot of critics about this steering position, but it is what it is. It's a 2-spoke, flat top and bottom. Now this is almost flat, but it's not, but you can see here. Now we have a smooth leatherette perforated on the sides. We have here the new Peugeot shield, and you have here cruise control settings and infotainment options. There are also recuperation paddles on the side, and let me run you through this one. So you should keep this one on auto, but I've switched it on so you can see the headlights from the outside. You have the rear fog light, turn signals, and here you have the display options for the digital cockpit. This one is the trip computer, and you have the wipers, front and rear control there. Now here's the 3D cockpit. I'm not sure if you can see the 3D on the camera. You can see here air vents. Okay, this one's the only one that has it like this. The rest are horizontal. Now you can see piano black surrounding around the digital cockpit and the infotainment. Now, one of the new design changes is the ADAS feature. You can see this infrared camera. You can't see it in person, of course. That's here, this red dot, or purple to be specific. But that's your new eye monitor system, part of the new ADAS feature. You have the speakers in the A-pillars, black headliner. There's that speaker there. This is softly padded, same here, and then hard plastic at the very bottom. We also have a new infotainment. Well, it's slightly faster, new hardware inside. So, and the screen here even looks better than the first one. We still have these nice physical shortcuts. You can see the turn signals from the driver perspective, which is amazing. And I love the finish on these. It's even better. You also have here the volume. So nice and physical knob. You can press to mute. So all the good stuff. The screen is nice and responsive, so super fast. There is here a pad. It could be optional wireless charger. Start, stop, park, reverse. You can see also new cameras, higher and sharper resolution finally. You can switch to that. There are some settings here, and the mirrors dip down, so if I put it back to drive, you can see they go up. You have also the manual, and press P to park. You also have driving modes. So here you can see normal, you can switch to sport, it switches to red theme, and then you have the eco, so it's white, and this one's normal blue. green in this case, but you can customize that. There's a little rubber mat here and 12-volt outlet on the front with USB-C for media. There's this cover for 2 cup holders that are adjustable. There's a plastic bottom. You can put something here as well. There's electronic parking brake, no auto hold unfortunately. This is soft. It opens up. There is a USB-C here for fast charging, but when you close this, there's no room for cable to go out. So that really doesn't make a lot of sense. There's this, you can see cold light and no AC inside. Now, the front here doesn't have extension that I showed you. This one is actually a manual seat, but nice and comfy. Slowly opening big glove box. It's very spacious. I know there's the sun shooting here. I'm gonna block it. You can see there's also a light inside, and there's some storage here. So nice flint textile cover or some sort of soft touch. Now on the top here you have fat bezel, but it looks okay. You can see behind you, I'm not sure about auto dimming in this case. You have here the seatbelt information and front airbag. You can press here to turn on cold lights. So that one there, it's a bit too far. Let me show you this one. Yeah, you can see that one, cold one. Now it works. And you can see here, you can turn off the alarm if you leave a pet inside, I believe. There's a emergency call and road assistance. You can put your documents here. There's a beauty mirror, so ladies will like this one. And this one does not extend. This area is not fully covered. Now, regarding height-wise, plenty of headroom. I could go now lower, so I'm not even touching the front. Now, before I run through this one, let me show you the digital cockpit here. I know it's sunny, but you can have it always perfect. So I'm gonna try like this. You can see the energy flow when the petrol is charging the battery or when you're recuperating. You can see the RPMs, you can see fuel, coolant, and so on. Now, if you press the left stalk, you can change your views to maps with the car on the side, or you can have this one. So you can customize all of these, and here you can have fuel consumption. Now I'm idling the car here, so the fuel consumption is pretty crazy, so please ignore that one. And here you can see you can have car distance or back to this one. Now, to be clear about the fuel consumption, it's very efficient. I got around 5 liters on the highway. On the point of view drive, when I've speed up a little bit just to show you the performance, up to 150, I got 6 liters, so it's pretty efficient if you're driving it in normal driving mode, casually in the city or on the open road. Now this one, I'm going to run you through quickly because I already covered this one. You have these pages, so this one also has the massage seat, which is an amazing option, but not to run through these. This one has the heating. I'm not sure why this seat was on. That's weird. I'm not sure about the steering wheel though. Is it heated or not, to be honest? But I think it should be. Now here are the apps, and one of the new features here, as you can see here, is the ADAS feature. So this is pretty annoying. New features that are mandatory, like driver attention alert. So this is this one. Sometimes it can be a little bit too sensitive. In this car, I'm not really sure. I haven't driven it enough. And then from all of these, speed limit change is by default. You can switch it off. It's going to be permanently off. Excessive speed warning, that's always going to come on the next start, and it's super annoying that you need to switch that off each drive. Maybe you can do a personal profile on this one. I'm not sure. Some other car manufacturers made that as an option. Now, The screen again looks amazing. Here you have a mirror screen options for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I'm not going to demo that this time. You have here multiple profiles. You can have screen colors, so meaning you can change the background color to blue, white, red, or this turquoise green, or this dark green, and you can specifically change it in a current drive profile, and then it's going to be the same. Interior colors, so you can change the ambient lights. I'm pretty sure you can't see those right now because of the daylight, but you can play with those. This is all more or less standard if you watch any of my reviews. Now there's this 3D cockpit. If I change, you might see the 3D, and now I'm going to switch it off. So this is flat and a 3D. And radio stations, here you have the FM and DAB. You can have your favorites. You can have sound settings. Whoops, I think I pressed something really fast by accident. So here you have the settings, neutral, dynamic, middle, treble, where you want the sound, and all the good stuff basically. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I don't want this video to be too long, but definitely an upgraded infotainment, upgraded interior. This is the maps. You have the 3D view or the stop view. The maps are nice and fast. Look at this. It's maybe a little bit laggy, a little bit, but it's actually pretty good. When you zoom in, you can see like some of the 3D buildings and so on. But overall, good infotainment. It also has speeding cameras, stuff like that. So you can also have those, like show on map. You can show points of interest and so on, 3D buildings. So I'm not going to run through this detailedly because I'm trying to keep the video up to 30 minutes. Petrol, you can hear it. If you're a petrol head, I think you're not going to be disappointed. It's not super quiet. That's it. I'm going to switch it off. You can see like your fuel consumption and so on. And to get out, I'm going to pop the front. So to show you the new powertrain for the hybrid powertrain, or specifically mild hybrid. Okay, so left of the 308, you push up, so you can see the new mechanism. And here's the petrol, so here's the washer fluid. The hood is pretty hot because I was idling the car, but again, you can see the 3-cylinder, 1.2 liter pure tech, 136 horsepower, and next to it is the electric motor with 28. So that's it. I think it just went off, so I'm gonna let it drop. That was the new Peugeot 308 facelift. Thank you for watching. You know what to do, like, share, comment below, and don't forget to check the day point of your driving, night point of your driving, and night tour of the new Peugeot 308 facelift. See you in the next one. Bye.